Hey everyone, welcome to week 10 of fantasy football. Let's get to the stud and dud from last week. We have our stud was Ben Black. You are 6-3 now. That is great. You put yourself in second place. You had a pretty high score. Good job. The dud, as in you stink. I have two people. One would be John Davis. You could have been in second, so that kind of hurts. You put up 81 points. And then I'm also going to go with Aaron, just a 74.9. That's pretty embarrassing. Again, I think this is like the second or third week in a row you would have lost to me, which is double embarrassing. All right, let's get to this week and our matchups for this week. We have me versus the Crosby Pudding Pops, John Davis. This is our classic, what has to happen? And, it's like a ton this week because I even got Wentz playing. So Brissett's going to throw 4 touchdowns. Crow's going to run for 200 yards. And Smith-Schuster is going to outscore Antonio Brown. And on the other end, Tom Brady fumbles 4 times. McCoy and Fournette combine for a total of 50 yards. And Vernon Davis throws 4 interceptions. That's how impossible it is for me to win this week, that I'm saying your tight end has to throw interceptions. Obviously, I lose. Our next game is Chris versus Ben. This is a good one. This is Ben. You get in first place. Let's see if you can do it. Fitzgerald already had a good game for Chris. And let's see, who else are you going to get? I think Prescott will do well. And I think that's it. I'm not really that excited about anyone else. But Ben, I do not like that you're starting Dalton. I think he is a dud. Gurley should have a good game. And, why are you guys in first place? Your teams aren't even that good. I'm going to give the win to Chris, barely, and it's basically because Fitzgerald put up points already. Next is Tyler versus Heiser. All right, Tyler, those are some embarrassing running backs. But I think you're going to get a good game out of Brown, Shepard, and Ingram. So we'll see if that's enough. And Newton will at least throw you 2 touchdowns. And you're going against Heiser. Nope, he has Breeze and Bell. McCaffrey is way more involved now that Benjamin is gone. And I'm feeling an Njoku touchdown. Heiser, you win. Next is Andy. This is crazy how often you get to play with Ezekiel Elliott when he's been suspended for about every game this year. Going against Aaron. Aaron, you had a good showing from Seattle's defense so far. I think that you're going to get a good game with Big Ben, and I think that you're going to get a good game from Cooks. And then Andy. Fitzpatrick, that's really interesting. Isn't Elliott playing? I thought he was playing this week. I thought he was back in. I'm so confused. So basically, I like Diggs. Andy, you're going to lose. Sorry. Next is Drew versus next man up, which is Jim. Jim, you had 2 good games, Wilson and Baldwin, so let's just go ahead and go with you first. I think Kamara is going to be huge for you. I do think you're a hot team right now, so let's see if Drew can upset it. I do not think Stafford is going to throw as many touchdowns as you would think against Cleveland, and I do think Hilton will struggle a little bit in. Nope, you're done. Jim, you keep rolling. Next, we have next and last, we have Nick versus... this is that name. I always forget who you are. Ben Baker. You had a great start from Jimmy Graham. That's good for you, Nick. Matt Ryan's so annoying. He can throw 3 touchdowns and then suck the rest of the game. But I think he'll at least do decent for you there. And I think Pittsburgh will have a decent defensive game against Indianapolis. All right, Goff, he was really hot last week, but he's going to come back down to earth. Maybe 2 touchdowns. And I think you'll get some production out of Marvin Jones against Cleveland. But I do think you're going to lose. I think Nick's going to roll with this one. So that's it for Week 10. We are so close to the playoff season. I'm sure it's important for some of you. But for me and a few others, all we can do is think about next year. So I will see you later. Go Browns. First win this week? No. Next.